I say evening because it's about 8 o'clock at night, and as you all can see, I took the flat twist out of my hair, and so I'm going to start my routine of preparing my hair to go into the next style. Part of my routine is I apply henna to my hair. I apply henna to my hair for several reasons. One, I do have gray that I'm trying to cover, and when I try to cover it with regular hair dyes, my hair doesn't take well to regular hair dyes. So I had to find a natural way to color my hair, and I discovered henna. So it's to cover my grays, but the other reason I use henna is it strengthens your hair as well. And so I'm trying to get my hair stronger. And so I'm going to show you the process of how I prepare my henna. This is usually a 3-day process because I let the henna sit overnight for 12 hours, and then I apply it the next day, and it usually stays on my hair for a minimum of 4 hours the next day. And then I rinse it out, but I don't wash it out. And then 24 to 48 hours later, I wash it, deep condition it, and then I style it. So let me take you on my hair journey, and let me show you the products that I'll be using today. So I have set the henna out overnight. It is now 10:16. I'm gonna go down in the cabinet and get the henna. Yeah, it's gotten pretty thick. It's set. And I'm gonna begin the process of applying the henna to my hair. So I like to use just old tattered towels that I don't use for anything else pretty much but the henna process. So I'm gonna take this towel and I'm gonna use a hair clip and I'm gonna clip it around me. I also like to use 2 other towels. One I use to cover the floor beneath me. Henna stains a lot, so I don't want it to stain my surfaces. So we're going to, and then we're going to take a darker towel and I'm going to put it over the countertop area. Okay, so we're covered. So we have the henna. I'm going to unwrap it from the plastic. Just put that here for now. The other supplies that I have is I have a comb, a wide tooth comb. I have clips. I have 5 clips, actually 6. I'm using a hair clip to keep my towel on. And I have 5 clips for my hair. I have petroleum jelly. I have a plastic cap. And I also have 2 pair of gloves. Sometimes I get a rip and I have to go get another one, so I just brought 2 in right now so I wouldn't have to leave to get another. I have saran wrap and I have a pair of scissors. Sometimes when I apply henna to my hair, I'll either wrap it with a plastic bag or I'm just trying to relax around the house for the next 4 or 5 hours. But if I'm going somewhere, I'll actually wrap it in saran wrap, and that way I can it's easier to put a wig cap on and a wig if I have to go out and about. And also it contains the smell a little bit more, and my husband feels like henna smells like fish food. So it's also to help him and contain the smell. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing saran wrap or a plastic cap today, but I'll let you know in the process. At the end of the process, I'll see how I feel. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the petroleum jelly and I'm going to put it on around my ears, around my nape, around my hairline, and doing my other ear, and just around the hairline. The purpose of this is if the henna drips, I don't want it to stain my ears or below my hairline. So, and that's pretty much what I use the petroleum jelly for. Some people wet their hair or wash their hair to do the henna process. I like my hair to be dry when I apply henna. Most people use a comb for this. I'm just going to part with my fingers. It's a lot going on. I didn't detangle, so we're not gonna hurt ourselves with the comb this morning. So what I'm basically doing is sectioning my hair into 4 sections. Then I'm gonna clip it off. We got 2 sections going on, 2 little puffs up here up front right now. And now I'm dividing the sections in the back. Okay, the last section I'm going to start here, so I'm going to leave it out. And I'm going to go ahead and put on my glove. I'm also going to take off my Fitbit watch because sometimes in the past I've got henna on my watch. Okay, we're gloved up, we're clipped up. Let's go ahead and start. Now, I'm dividing the section with my fingers, and then I'm going to use one of the extra clips and divide the section even further. So just a small section here. I'm going to mix the henna with my hand. Look at this consistency. Great consistency, no lumps. If the color has changed from last night, if you notice, it looks like cake batter. I like how it's not as runny as it was last night. And it looks like it's even expanded. No, we're still at the 251 cup range. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying the henna on my hair, and I'm sort of just doing like a rake through method. And it's almost acting as a detangler. Like the more I apply it, the easier it is for me to just rake my finger through. And then I'm gonna unclip and divide the section a little, pull another piece out of the section, as so. Clip it back and do the same again. And I think that I think I'm probably using about a tablespoon to half a tablespoon per section. And then I'm just raking it through. And see the henna, how it's like defining the curls and sort of stretching the hair. In this last section, I think I'm just gonna apply henna to this entire last section. It doesn't have to be an exact science, just to make sure you have full coverage of all the sections. And just be gentle. You don't even have to, it's not, just make sure that the henna is touching all parts. You don't even have to really detangle for this. Just make sure they're all the parts are covered. Okay, so for now I'm satisfied with this section, and I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Give you a little close up of the section with the henna. Okay, now I am going to got a little couple stragglers. old t-shirt. And now I'm going to remove the shower cap and the saran wrap. And I'm gonna put it here. I have a paper towel on the floor, and I'll wrap it up in a paper towel and then put it in the trash in a moment. But this is what we're working with right now. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the shower. I'm gonna try to stay in the frame while I rinse this out. So work with me, or bear with me, I should say. Okay, so I'm just drying my hair with the t-shirt. Now, to me, when I rinse the henna out initially, my hair tends to feel a little dry. Some people rectify that by adding oils into their henna mixture. That hasn't been successful for me. So what I usually do at this point, when I rinse the henna out, I usually divide my hair again into 4 sections. I have my clips from earlier, I rinsed them off, so there's no longer any henna on them. This one's a little wet, so I don't know why I'm drying off clips to put in wet hair. But okay, I done started it, so now I'm gonna finish it. But gonna clip it. I think it's a good thing that I wiped it, because even though I soaked it after the henna earlier, some of the inside cracks and crevices have a little bit of henna, and I'm not trying to put henna back in my hair right now. So, process works for me. Okay, and as I did earlier, I'm gonna start with the back. So I just take a section at the back, and this isn't for any style purposes or anything. It's just one, to let the henna sit and set for a little while, and 2, to add a little bit of moisture back to my hair so when it dries, it doesn't feel so dry. So here I have 100% coconut oil that I'm applying to my hair. Some people aren't really fans of coconut oil, and to be honest with you, I think this is the only time I really add coconut oil to my hair. I used to be a real coconut oil fanatic, but not so much now. Still sweating a little bit, but have my twist all in. Put some coconut oil on the edges, hoping they thicken up a little bit and grow back. And then I'll just put some coconut oil, about this much, on my hand. Rub it together and just rub it all through the twist. And there. Now what I'll do now is I'll just let this dry, and no time before, sometime after 2:30 in the afternoon tomorrow, I will wash, deep condition, and style my hair. Okay, see you then.